We're going to look at composite figures in lesson 40. What a composite figure is basically two shapes combined in one in a sense. The book definition is a plane figure made up of simple shapes, or a three-dimensional figure made up of simple three-dimensional figures. So for example, we have a rectangle here and a triangle here. So this would be an example of a composite figure. And this one's very basic. I was just kind of showing you what a composite figure is. But if it says to find the perimeter, like it does in example 1, well, you would just add all the sides. It's just a weird irregular shape. Really, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pentagon. But it's just an irregular shape that you add all the sides together to be 7 plus 4, 11 plus 3, 14, 19, 23 feet. That's very basic. They're not going to be that easy all the time. But let's look at area of composite figures. Area can be a little trickier. So if we're finding the area of this composite figure, what I need to do is find the area of this triangle, I'm not going to write this here, and this rectangle. And then add them all together. So the first thing I'm going to do is find the area of this triangle. I'm going to find the area of this triangle. Well, 4 inches right here, notice this is perpendicular. Since it's perpendicular, 4 is going to be our height. Now the 8.5 is written over here, but we know that these are congruent. And so therefore this side is also 8.5. And so 8.5 would be our base. So now we can find the area of this triangle. Now notice these two triangles are congruent because of side, side, side. All right, 1, 2, 3. Because these two sides are congruent, and we already know that 8.5 is here, we know that side, side, side congruency. Once we find the area of this triangle, we can just multiply it by 2 because it's also the area of this triangle. They're the same. So I plug this into our formula. Area equals 1/2 base 8.5 times height 4, area of a triangle. 1/2 of 4 is 2. So we're left with 2 times 8.5. Multiply that. Oops. And get 17. 17. So the area of this triangle is 17, making the area of this triangle also 17. Now we just have to find the area of the rectangle. We have the height of 8.5, base of 6. So we simply, for a quadrilateral, we multiply base times height, 8.5 times 6, and we get 51. So now when we have all those, we add them together. We do 17 plus 51 plus 17 to get our area of 85 inches squared. Equals our area. Now let's look at one different type of composite figure here. It wants us to find the area of the shaded region in this composite figure. The last one we just found the area of the whole thing. Well, this one is a square with a triangle inside of it. So how do we find the area of this shaded region? Well, what we need to do is find the area of the total and then subtract let me think about how I'm wording this. Yeah, the area of the total minus the area of, well, in this case, the triangle. So I'm just going to put triangle. Really, it's the figure inside, equals the area of the shaded region. So let's first find the area of the total. Well, our total figure, or polygon, is a rectangle. And it has a base of 26 and a height of 15. So to find this, we're going to do 26 times 15. And we get 390. for the total area. Make that 0 more clear. Now we need to find the area of the triangle. Well, we have a height of 12, that's perpendicular. That's our height, and it just gives us the base of 22. So we plug that into our formula of 1/2 base 22 times height 12. 1/2 of 22 is 11. So 11 times 12, however you want to put it in your calculator. That area is 132. So now we have 390 minus 132, and we get 258 as our area of the shaded region. And I do still put in millimeters squared. But 258 would be the area of the shaded region. And that's how you find the perimeter and area of composite figures.